Hey, Don Thornton with the Don the Short Sale Guy channel. And this video today, I'm going to talk about disappointment. And I want to tell you that disappointment is the killer of anybody in sales and especially in real estate investing. And why is that? Because real estate investing takes so damn long to get paid that lots of times people quit because they just can't wait. It's just taking too long. They get discouraged and they quit. And but I would say that in general, disappointment is it's a cancer. It is an emotional cancer that will kill you and kill your ambition if you don't put up guardrails against it. And I like this. Saying up here, this equation where disappointment equals expectation divided by reality. And I teach real estate, newbie real estate investors, and I can tell you that so many times I run up against people who were so excited about this. They got a lead. They think this is going to work. And I had to tell them, I said, we'll see. Let's see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Because stuff happens, right? I mean, you don't know that you have something until you have it in writing. Even then, sometimes you don't have it. I specialize in short sales. So for me, there are so many stages where disappointment can set in because things can go wrong. We have a global pandemic going on right now. It's probably causing us to have to extend the process 3 more months than we were before. Um, it's very frustrating. We have closings that are getting delayed because just stupid stuff, and stuff that was correctable in 24 hours is now taking 2 or 3 weeks. And if I had the same expectation that, okay, this one should close, in 2 weeks, and when it doesn't close in 2 weeks, you think to yourself, okay, well, what can I do? I can either slit my wrist, or I can just understand that, it's going to happen, and don't rely on anything until you get it, and you don't have any money until it is literally in your bank account. We had, for just a very quick example, we had 3 closings that were supposed to happen last week, and none of them closed for various reasons. Now, it doesn't mean they're gone; it just means they've been delayed. But at the beginning part of it, you really want to get a deal, and you think it's going to work. And let's say, for example, that somebody comes in and makes a better offer, and it's just like, oh, I had it. I had it. Oh no, Or you can just say, oh well, move on to the next, because there's literally nothing you can do, nothing you can do at all. Let me tell you this: one of the biggest disappointments in my life was I bought a tennis club. I was an avid tennis player before, my various bodily injuries and ailments basically sidelined me where I can't play anymore. Uh, I'm so bad right now I can't even play golf. So that shows you how how bad shape I am. I can't play golf because my elbow is shredded. Can't play tennis, can't play golf. I was such an athlete all my life, and now the last well, I mean, I 2 years I haven't played. The last 3 or 4 years I haven't played tennis, but last 6 months I haven't been able to play golf because my elbow. I can't do it. I can't swing a golf club. It's too. So that is a real big disappointment. So what do I do? Do I wallow, or do I find something else? So I just basically have channeled my ambition and my desire to compete just to a uh, different aspect. Now I'm doing lots of videos. I really throw myself into online marketing, and taking my business to the next level online and teaching people how to do it. And that's a nice creative outlet for me. I don't get up every morning uh, crying because I can't go out and have a tennis lesson and get out there and so forth. And what are you going to do? I mean, I guess it's a very simplistic idea, but I mean, in 2009, I decided I was flush with a lot of money, and an idea or an opportunity came to buy a tennis club. And I was talked into it by a guy that turned out to be very unprincipled and basically took me for a ride. And I had the biggest loss of my life. I lost probably about $200,000. Um, you know, I regret it, but I've also realized that I cannot go back and change anything. All I can do is learn from my mistakes. And I guess that's the biggest thing that I've learned over the years of my career, and it's probably kept me sane, is that I don't want to say that it's the power of negative thinking, because I don't believe in negative thinking, but I do believe there's something to it where you hear like, well, I believe in the power of negative thinking. That way, if it doesn't turn out, then I feel smug because I predicted it, and if it does turn out, then it was a pleasant surprise. Um, I'm actually I'm actually very much an optimist, but I'm a measured optimist. I'm My disappointments in life have never stopped me from trying to do something else, because I also know that the law of averages tells me that sooner or later you're going to win. And so you can have momentary disappointments, you can deal with it for a day and then move on, but the only time that you ever are stopped is when you stop yourself. And so disappointment is only an annoyance. It's like, let's say, for example, you go out to Alaska in the summertime, and you're just, you're in awe of the natural beauty, and you can't believe you're there. And then you realize, oh my gosh, I have to wear netting, mask and netting over my head and everywhere because the mosquitoes are so bad, you know? So does that mean that your trip is ruined? No. It just means you have to be prepared for it, and you have to take measures to protect yourself. But you still go out there and enjoy your time, and you don't let it bother you. You don't let it stop you, right? So that's the whole key about disappointments, is not to be stopped by them. And I know I know someone that I felt was really good had a huge future in this investing, and he was good. He was really really good. Um, and we had an equity deal that was very lucrative, and he really thought he was going to make about $15,000-$20,000 on it. And stuff happened, and stuff came up in a title search that we didn't know about. And then we had some issues that came up that we found we found some problems with the house that we didn't know about, and profit got whittled until down. I think he made like 3 or 4 grand max. And so he was just like, I can't handle this. I'm out. I'm doing something else. And I thought to myself, geez, I mean, how much more? I mean, he obviously was good. He was obviously getting houses. I thought to myself, my gosh, you could have made so much money if you just stuck with it. But one disappointment, that was it. One disappointment was enough to say, screw it, I'm done. I'm out of here. He moved on to the next shiny object. And every shiny object is full of disappointment. There's life. Let's face it, life is full of disappointment. Okay, no matter what you do, you're going to have disappointment, and you deal with it. Deal with it gracefully. Move on from it. Don't make yourself sick about doing the woulda, coulda, shoulda stuff. You know, analyze it once the emotion goes away. Don't analyze it when you're still upset. Let some days pass. When you feel like you can face it logically, just go back and say, where'd I F up? And then you can say, okay, well, I'll be aware of that next time, and that'll be a good lesson for me. And then keep going. Just keep going. Okay, that's really the 90% of success is just not stopping. Okay, honestly. Here's something you should remember. energy followed by, or let's put it this way, um, no talent, but hard work and consistency and persistence will beat talent that gives in a disappointment every single time. Okay, that's it for today.